Russian President Vladimir Putin thought that he could take Kyiv in just 3 days. In March 2022, after Russian troops were pushed back from Kyiv, even parade uniforms were reportedly found for the planned victory parade through the Ukrainian capital. This war has been full of surprises. And what surprised Glenn?
How bad the Russians were. That's the first one. They were even worse than I dared believe they could be.
That answer surprised me because in the past, Glenn and I have talked about this, and he was already very critical of the Russian army. He mentioned how corruption would affect the supply chain and logistics, but I guess it was worse than he thought.
Yeah, it's even worse than I thought. Yeah, and I mean, I've been told. I've been told how bad it was by a couple of people, a couple of Ukrainians who've been in different organisations in the Russian armed forces. And no, that's the first big surprise. Um, the second big surprise is how poor the analysis is internationally of what's going on. How little people understand of what they're looking at. So they see these things, they see on the front line, and they make an assumption. And they make an assumption, and this is what people like Schultz is doing, or other Germans. They make an assumption that they understand this. 3 and 3, it's 4, 2 and 2, but it's not. It's completely different. The war isn't. Well, the war is the same. Don't get me wrong in that. But how we get to these things and what is happening is different because secrecy on the Ukrainian side, lies on the Russian side, um, just not actually understanding what people are doing in terms of training, in terms of preparation, in terms of their sophistication as soldiers, both sides, and people are making assumptions that they understand it because they are using what they know from the West.